study about work process of digital forensic. So let me explain first what will be the digital forensic. Digital forensic is a process of identifying, preserving, analyzing, and presenting digital evidence in a legally acceptable manner. That means should be present to the court in the standard format, and it should be acceptable, not only the standard format of documentation, and the, you can say, identification, preserving, analyzing. It is widely used in criminal investigations, incident response, cyber crime, and corporate fraud cases. Now we'll start to come to know that how many phases and what are the phases of digital forensic. There are six types or six phases of digital forensic: identification, preservation, collection, examination, analysis, and presentation. Now we'll discuss one by one phases. Identification. Identification means where the incident or suspicious activity is first discovered. That is called as the identification. It, basically, it will involves determining whether the cyber crime has occurred and what systems are affected, how many systems are affected, and how they are affected. That process is called as the identification. So, in that case, take the example, a organization notices that the sensitive data has been accessed by unauthorized user during the non-working hours. For example, suppose our college is closed 4 o'clock. Some of few students, they access, or few faculties, one or two faculties who access our most important document, online document, or examination website portals, or something else, okay, which is not required during, very essential during the non-working hours after 4 p.m. till morning, next day morning 9 o'clock. This is non-working hours. So that time, why they have opened? What is the need? These many questions will come to our mind. Nothing. And that too, those people or those students not ever have granted or have privilege to access. They are not at all concerned about that will be the move. So that is called as the identification. Okay. So this triggers the digital forensic process. So in this case, we have to use some tools or methods like SIEM logs, IDS, IPS alerts, incident reports. Next point is preservation. In this particular phase, digital evidence is preserved to prevent any tampering or data alterations. So the masterpiece of the scene will be preserved. It cannot be modified or altered anything else. Whenever we go for the any kind of analysis or testing, then we have to do the similar samples we have to create or generate for the testing purpose. Okay, so that main should be the feature. In future, n number of times we can do the testing analysis. Sometimes code acts we have to produce, or sometimes some other Investigation agency may ask for further investigation, so that time we have to support. So this includes isolating systems and creating forensic images for drives. For example, a suspect's laptop is powered off and a writer blocker is used to make an exact bit by bit the hard disk to avoid altering the original data. In this case, we can use tools or methods like forensic toolkit, FTK, imager, write blockers, forensic duplicators. Now come to the third phase, that is collection. In this particular phase, all potential digital evidence is collected following strict chain of custody rules. This includes files, logs, memory dumps, and external storage. For example, collecting browser history, USB activity, deleted files, and system logs from a suspected PC or corporate devices. So in this case, what are the tools or methods can use? In case magnet action, volatility. The fourth one, examination. This involves searching and extracting data that might be hidden, deleted, or encrypted. It is about preparing the data for analysis. For example, an investigator finds that a deleted email attachment contains ransomware. The metadata is also extracted to determine when and where it was created. In this case, we can use tools or methods like autopsy, FTK, and sleuth kit. Next phase is analysis, most important phase among all. In this case, we have to interpreting the data to understand the sequence of events and determine how the incident occurred and who was the responsible. For example, by analyzing logs and timestamps, it is found that an insider downloaded large volumes of sensitive data and shared all those data via private cloud storage account. In this case, we'll use tools and methods like timeline analysis, file hashing, keyword searches. Presentation. This is the last phase of the digital forensic. Whatever we have collected the information up to now, we have to keep in our report. We have to generate one report. That report will be the in proper order with the full evidence of the incident. Okay, so we have to submit the proof as acceptable format of the legal or the organizations. This report includes experts' opinion, summarizes, and exhibits. For example, the investigator prepares a report showing how an employee used a removable USB drive to copy confidential files with screenshot and timelines. This report is submitted in court. In this case, tools or methods like chain of custody of logs, digital evidence reports, expert I expert witness testimony. Now, Well, for your understanding point of view, I will consider one case study so that you will have complete knowledge. Take one example, employee data theft in a software company. This is our example. In that case, one scenario we have to create, a software company suspects that that employee has copied proprietary source of code, linked it to a competitor before he resigning the job. What will the step-by-step digital forensic process, or what are the phases is will come across for this particular scenario? So already we have discussed there are 6 phases. First phase was the identification. In this case, the HR reports there is a suspicious behavior of an employee who accessed the restricted project folders few days before the resigning. This is the identification phase. Then preservation phase, the employer's laptop and network logs are immediately secured. A forensic image of the laptop is created to avoid altering any data. Collection. Logs from the file server, USB activity records, and email history are collected. Examination. Investigators use forensic tools to detect the recent file transfer and data copy to USB drive. Analysis phase, they will discover the sensitive files were copied at midnight hours. Email was sent to the competitor from a personal email account. So last page, presentation phase, a detailed report is created and submitted to management and the law enforcement with the timestamps, screenshots, and file access logs. This particular scenario, if you are going page by page, then in that case, the most commonly used tools are FTK forensic toolkit, EnCase, Autopsy or SleepQ, Wireshark or network forensic, volatility or memory forensic. I hope you have understood this topic. If you have any kind of the difficulty or questions, you may contact me. Thanking you. Have a good day.